Hello YouTube, my name is Jax and welcome to the channel. So in today's episode, I suppose, I want to just address something quickly. And this is a sort of internal struggle that I have here, is that I want to provide in these uploads, I want to provide something of value to someone. So sometimes when I'm making these devlogs, they are just purely for my own purpose to know where I've got where I've came from almost, so I can see that, you know, I started with an empty Unreal project and now I have all this stuff. So that is the reason why I do them for myself, but I still want to provide value for anybody that's watching these videos, and sometimes I struggle with working out what that value could be, if that makes any sense. So sometimes I have to just press record and just hope that there's something of value in it, of what I'm saying. So I do want anyone that's following these devlogs to understand that I am trying to provide something, I suppose. So I don't really know how to express that properly, but I am trying to even if it's just inspiration, because someone did comment on an upload before and said that it inspired them to try and start creating something. So even if it's just an inspiration, because at the end of the day, I didn't know anything about game development 8 months ago, and now I'm pretty much making an FPS game. Like, I am really making an FPS game. It might not be fully coded, it might not be fully replicated and multiplayer played, but it's an FPS game. I didn't know anything about Blender even, and I'm making assets, and you know, so I'm just gonna play the game and show you what I've got so far, because I've done quite a bit over the last couple of days. So I've made these sort of like stadium things. There will be one there, it's just that it's cutting my light out at the moment. I've sorted out the gun range. The gun range is not fully finished, but to some degree the gun range is finished. Still got to do the coding properly for the target. See, it goes down, slowly rises back up. So I've got to make more targets in there, but that's not a problem. And I've got to sort the coding so it will give you like a headshot bonus, and it will give you a body shot bonus. And then I've got to make your ammo station. I've got to sort the lighting out properly in this place. So the way this game will be played is one team will be on this end and the other team will be on the other end, and they'll have the exact same utilities, you know, target range, ammo place, health place, all the way down there. And like, there are these loot things that drop where you can get loot and you can get ammo, but you have to shoot them. You can't just collect the ammo, you have to shoot them. So if you want health or ammo from these places that drop them, you need to make sure you've got enough bullets to be able to shoot them, else otherwise you have to go all the way back to your sort of base, I suppose. So the point will be of this game to get down to this button, and then your team's got to start the timer off, the other team's got to stop the timer, and while you're trying to do that to each other, you're shooting it out in an FPS type style. So what will happen is that I'm going to code it so the button press thing, where you do that to press the button, if you're getting shot as you're doing that, you're not going to be able to press a button. So I've made this little sort of military research tent, made the sort of tent top, added some cloth, made that like an actual cloth, so it's got a bit more sort of physicky type tent properties to it. These little things drop your boxes. See, you need the bullets to shoot them. Also, I've made these small barriers, and these are cool actually, and I've discovered this by mistake. So in this game you can't strafe like you can only go, if you want to turn around a corner, you have to sort of curve round, or you can skid for a tighter turn. But these barriers, you can actually strafe on them. See, so you sort of just mount it. You're not mounted on them, but you can strafe on them like that. So I'm gonna put them barriers around the map. What else was it? Yeah, so like the map, like there's not much more I need to do because everything else is going to be repeated. I mean, I have to do all the code and make all the widgets and stuff, but I really enjoy making widgets anyway. I like spending like a lot of time just making like the health bar widget, or so I enjoy making the widgets. That's something that I'm going to enjoy doing anyway, to make it, because I think your UI and your user interface and stuff is a big part of how the game feels, so I do want to get that right. So I don't know if I'm going to make a mini-map on it. I don't think it really needs a mini-map. I made these rocks. Not that that's too important, but they've got like a sort of purple glow. I will make the material better on them. So yeah, everything's kind of still grey boxed. I've still got to make materials like, when I say grey boxed, I mean like material wise, it's just plain materials. So I might keep it like that because I don't think it looks too bad just having like matte type colours. What else was it saying? Yeah, so I made the gun range. There'll be another target behind that one on the rails that you can see down there and down there. This will be your ammo station where you can come and get your ammo. So like your health and your ammo are going to be unlimited, but at the same time you have to work with the teammates to organize when it needs to be started up. So for example, with the health, ignore the lighting in here, I've got a sort of lighting out. With the health, you've got to press it, you've got to activate it, then it takes a time for the health to go up. So you don't just, it's unlimited, but there's a time limit to when you start it. So when you're in the thick of the action, you might be calling to your teammate from, like, say here for example, start the health, start the health, start the health. They'll start the health, and then when you get there, it's on ready for you, sort of thing. Or you might be calling for a teammate, start the ammo, and the ammo will work in a similar way to the health, and it will generate up, and you'll grab your ammo, and that sort of thing. So there's going to be a lot of decisions you have to make as a solo player and as a team. I do want to make it so you can have a solo game and a quad game, or I think it's going to be teams of 5. But yeah, it's going to be more like a team deathmatch type thing, but there will just be one definite winner sort of thing. And your individual score, I think, will be done on damage and will be multiplied by the timer press. So if you're the person that's getting the timer down, there'll be a multiplier for that and things like that. So you see on these bits there's windows to that ammo bit because it's kind of like a protected ammo place. But over on the health bit, you can sort of do this bunny hop on the wall and jump through it. So all them little things really. The latest thing that I made for this is the tent, but I don't think you've seen any of the ammo thing. I mean the target. This is the thing that I've spent quite a lot of time on the last few days, is creating this sort of ammo. I mean this target practice type setting. Got a little sort of rubber sort of mats on the floor. I've got to put decals on, you know, like keep safe and all that stuff, restricted access, all that type of stuff. And then like, so the map is kind of, it's not finished. That's a bit of a premature assertion, I think is the word. But yeah, it's not far off. I'd say it's like, I'd say the actual map, the actual map of the whole thing I'd say he's 70-80% finished, because like I say, it's repeated assets after that. So I've got to sort the lighting out for the health bit, finish the stadium, not finish the stadium, just add a stadium there as well, which is just a duplication. It'll take 30 seconds. And then all of this section here, all of that, I don't know what I'm pointing. All of this section here is just repeated down here. And this little bit here is just a copy and paste over there. And so then I've just got to sort these walls out and this corridor a little bit, turn that into some kind of shed or building, turn that into some kind of tent shed or building, duplicate these little droid drop things, duplicate one there and one there, which is all things that are going to take minutes. Turn this into some kind of building or tent or shed or something like that. I am going to build some kind of like drill engine that goes inside this tent. So because this is a research department tent, all these crates and stuff is a research department. So military research department, and they're researching this crashed spaceship, but the crashed spaceship has brought with it kind of like these meteorites and stuff, so that's what's being sort of researched. So I might just make another tent. That might just, this little block over there might just be another tent, and then inside the tent will be like a drilling apparatus and stuff like that, and tubes and pipes and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's about it. But like I say, I am trying to. Oh, what did I do? I am trying to provide some. Wait, what? Some value to these devlogs, but I'm not sure what that value is. But yeah, anyway, that's about it for today's guys. Today, guys and girls and peoples. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.